been so long since you smiled. Tell me where you left an empty child. Oh, let's have a feast on those who least expected this. The time is now, I swear we won't regret it. Won't regret it. Yeah, we sleep there under stars in the shelter of the dark. Addicted, addicted. Yeah, when you find out who you are.
Hello everyone and welcome to Barbagallo for round number 3 of the Red Bull Supercar Tour here, as the Supercar drivers are back in action here this race weekend, and it should be a fun one to watch as we've entered Barbagallo here in beautiful sunny Australia. On the front row is going to be the 38 and the 70, or the 07, oh yeah, the 70 that is, of Mark Owens and Marcus Sachi right there. And both drivers looking for their first win of the season. Also had the 28 of Casey Nanako along with the 9 right there of Imran Imran M, I should say. Don't really know how to pronounce that last one, but here's a look at your standings. There's Zachary Fitzwater. He hoping for a good run as he's kind of started mid-pack right there, so he's gonna try and find his way up through the field as he's this is basically his backyard, so should be watching out for Fitzwater. So 12 laps of racing here at Barbagallo. And the weather's looking just fine. Let's get you down to the commands here at Barbagallo.
Crank them engines!
Then the engines have been fired. Get ready for round number 3 of 12 here for the Red Bull Supercar Tour. Last time that these drivers was in action, it was Ramian Fisher in the 12 capturing the win. But he's kind of starting in mid-pack as well. He's going to be looking to make it 2 in a row. Marcus Sachi is pretty decent at these road courses. One of his favorite types of racing. He's definitely one to look out for as he starts on the front row as well. Zachary Fitzwater, as I mentioned, he too is another driver to look out for. He already has 1 win this season, trying to make it 2. Zay Davison in the 29, he's starting in the back of the pack as well for Red Bull, as he's another driver to look out for, as we'll see what happens. Anything can happen here at Barbagallo. It's a pretty fast-paced road course here. Uphills, downhills, and of course left and rights here. Deep turns into this corner right here. As this is definitely a big passing zone. And what you want to do is make sure you don't really slide your tires and you don't knock anyone out of the way. And as fast as this track is, it's very slick as well, so that's one thing we have to really look out for as this race do go on. Then this uphill right here is going to be fun to watch as these drivers gather their speed coming up this hill and then going down the hill into the corner, of course, coming to the start-finish line. As we're going to see the pace car pull off the track here any second now. There's Mark Owens in the 70, Marcus Sachi in the 38. Here's your in-car camera by Zachary Fitzwater here. As he's one of a few drivers with a helmet camera today, so you'll be able to see what he's seeing here. And Fitzwater with his road course skill, it should be pretty easy to see him come up through the field, but anything can happen here at Barbagallo. There's a pace car going down pit road. Marcus Sachi, Mark Owens on the front row. The green flag is going to be waving here at Barbagallo. And we're already off to a rocket start. Mark Owens in the 70. As he makes slid up just a bit, and contact between the race leaders into the wall. And we have another wreck in front of them. Huge incident here. And 3 or 4 cars involved in an accident really early on. Tyler Fontaine, one of them involved. Trevor Collins, now your race leader. Zachary DeLello as well is right there, but trouble strikes pretty early on here at Barbagallo. Multiple drivers involved in this incident. We're going to see right here the race leader, Mark Owens, kind of overshot the corner and got into Marcus Sachi. Both drivers slamming in that wall right there. Sachi actually went back on track, and everyone's trying to get themselves together. And then right here, the 23 and the 9. Carter Joey right there ended up getting into the wall. Tyler Fontaine collected as well. Is riding on board here. I believe this is the 9. And just out of nowhere, just gets slammed into the wall. Tough break for them right there. But, oh, and 3 wide up here. Everyone being really aggressive earlier on as everyone's trying to get all the position they can. Oh, we have another spinner. The 63 is around. Alex Benyako in the 63 and gets clobbered right there. And that's going to end Benyako's day at Barbagallo. Oh man, that's a really hard lick right there that Alex Benyako took in right there. The Frodomar Arts in the 21 got into him right here. See, oh, I think Zane Davidson's the one who turned the 63. And indeed it was. Everyone scattering, trying to get around them. All this happening right in front of Zachary Fitzwater Sr. right there. And nowhere to go for that Texaco machine right there. And just clobbered right into Alex Benyako, ending his day. Running on board with Benyako. Oof. Big hit right there. And then the 90 also gets collected as well. Over Chad Matthews, but still got a race on our hands right there. Lap 1 Chaos has taken out quite a few drivers out of contention, and up front Casey Nanako is your race leader. Trevor Collins in the 07, Zachary DeLello and Ramian Fisher running 1, 2, 3 and 4. So go up through the field here. No one really battling side by side, as they have to be really careful with that. There's Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is currently in the 7th position. That Mitsubishi going to try and work his way up past those drivers. But Casey Nanako right now with a comfortable lead in that 28. You're going to watch these guys enter this corner at a really fast speed right there. Ramian Fisher going underneath Mark Owens for 3rd position, and he's going to get it. Fisher going right by the 33, or that's not Mark Owens, that's Zachary DeLello. That's another fast part of the track. Side by side battle right here. The 14 of Schmidt Peterson. Jonathan Scarlett in the 42, he's right here as well. Looking for an opportunity for a pass, and the guy he has to look out for is Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the 17. Let's ride on board here on the roof cam of Fitzwater. There's a lot of slipping and sliding, as you can see, so drivers have to be really careful not to spin each other out or not to spin themselves out. This is a very, very slick and fast racetrack, and those two things put together doesn't really bode well. Side-by-side battle right here. Trevor Collins and now Ramian Fisher going for the position. Fisher underneath Collins for 2nd, and he's going to get it. Ramian Fisher, who won the last event, he's going to move up to 2nd, putting Trevor Collins in 3rd. And Zachary DeLello right there in 4th. Marcus Sachi has fallen to the 5th position after he was taken out from the race lead on lap 1. Not many people really battling side by side. A lot of single file racing, but drivers are really sliding around here. Trevor Collins looks like he's trying to find a way right back underneath that 12 of Ramian Fisher as we ride on board from the helmet cam. He's trying to get there. He's right there. He's running a lower line than Fisher is, and that's what you want to do, but try not to slip up here. But Fisher is really fast and really skilled at these road courses. Can't ever forget about that. And right here, side by side battle, the 42 of Jonathan Skull I believe is a bit slow. I don't know if he suffered damage from an incident, but oh, and a big wreck here. The 42 Johnson Skull gets taken out. Nathan Ormond right there just take out the 42. And another incident right there. That seems to be the trouble turned. Oh, look at it right here. Looks like Nathan Ormond just kind of overshot the corner right there and just kind of misjudged it, you know. And then took out the 42 of Jonathan Skull, who was just driving, and right there the 80 just came. Oh man, that's a massive hit into the wall right there and took out both drivers. And I don't think Skull is going to be too happy with that. And that was a massive hit right there by the 80 of Nathan Ormond. Trevor Collins looked like the 33 of Mitchell. Not Mitchell. So the 33 of Zachary DeLello was able to get around Collins. Collins losing another spot, and he now falls down to 4th. And now you're gonna try and find his way. I'm not sure if anything's wrong with the 7, or maybe the other guys are just a bit faster than him, but he's gonna fall down to 4th place right there. Meanwhile, Fisher has pulled a gap on those guys, and he's gonna try and hunt down Nanako, who's currently leading this thing right now. We are gonna take you to a quick commercial break here at Barbagallo. We're back for the finish. Come back here to Red Bull Supercar tour right here as we are back in action at Barbagallo. We have battle right here. Trevor Collins trying to go back underneath the 33 of Zachary DeLello for the position right there. The 3rd position, that is. Gotta be really careful in this corner not to overshoot it and get into your opponent right there. And Zachary DeLello gonna try and fight him to hold off for the position. Not a lot of passing opportunities as we enter a late race, as the tires are falling off on these cars. As you can see the gap between 2nd and 3rd. Fisher's slowly catching Casey Nanako right there, your race leader. Question is, does he have enough time to do it? Looks like Trevor Collins was able to clear Zachary DeLello, and now Marcus Sachi's in the 38. He's going to try and take the position from the 33, and Fitzwater's also back there as well. But at the line, 2 laps to go for Nanako in that 28. Mitsubishi machine right there. There's the 9. Now there's a couple of battles back here as well. A lot of drivers side by side, or not really side by side, but single file rather, and just waiting for a moment to strike their opponent in front of them for position. There's Tyler Fontaine, who got an incident earlier in that first incident. And a lot of cars are slower due to damage. And right there, the gap has shrunk from 1st to 2nd as Fisher putting the pressure now on Nanako, as we're going to ride on board with the roof here. And he got a really good corner that time by. He was able to drive it in there, but the white flag waves here at Barbagallo. 1 more lap to do it. Fisher trying to get his 2nd straight Red Bull win. Nanako looking for his 1st. The 12 really does seem like he's a bit faster. Looks like Fitzwater was able to get by Marcus Sachi for the 5th position right there. So going through the field one more time. Doesn't look like anyone is side by side on this white flag lap here. And it looks like the distance kind of widened a bit right there once more. As Nanako realized that the 12 is coming, and he's kind of stepping on it right now. As couple more turns for Casey Nanako, looking for his 1st ever win in the NORLA League. And into the final corner. Fisher isn't going to catch him. Out of the final corner, Casey Nanako is a winner here in the Red Bull Supercar Tour. And it's a big win right there for Casey Nanako on scoring his 1st win here in the NORLA League. And it comes here at Barbagallo. Was able to pull the gap just a bit more on Fisher during that final lap, and it got them the win, as Fisher was there and he was marching forward slowly, but wasn't able to get there in time, as Casey Nanako captures win number 1 for the Red Bull Supercar Tour. Fisher is gonna have to go on into the next round and try to capture the flag there, but Second straight race, he gets a top 2. But Casey Nanako is going to celebrate big as him and that team captures their first win here in the Red Bull Supercar Tour. Ramian Fisher second. Trevor Collins was able to get back up to third. Zachary DeLello fourth. And Fitzwater finishes fifth. Marcus Sachi, Zane Davidson, Schmidt Peterson, John Sizemore, and Edwin Mendez, your top 10. 2 drivers retired out of the race. That's Ormond and Banyako, as they'll be looking to do better next time. But congratulations to Casey Nanako on his first ever win here in the Red Bull Series. Thank you guys as always for watching. The next Red Bull race will be at our I don't even know how to pronounce it, but is it Pukekohe? What? I don't know how to say it, but that's what we'll be going for round number 4. Until then, the next video that you shall see is the Truck Series race at Kansas, then the National race, and of course the Cup race. Thank you guys for watching. Here's your standings after the round of Barbagallo.